Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Old Town Temecula Community Theatre in today's performance of Matilda Jr., brought to you by the City of Temecula Youth Musical Theatre. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to Temecula stage Matilda Jr.
Daddy says I'm a special little guy.
I am a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel sent from the sky.
My daddy says I'm a special little soldier. No one is as handsome, strong as me. It's true he indulges my tendency to bulge,
but I'm his little soldier, up to fall free. My mommy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day drop the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no peer for a miracle like me. My mommy says, "Oh, my precious Berylina, she has never seen a prettier Berylina." She says if I'm keen, I have to cut down on the cream. But I'm a Berylina, so give me more cake.
Take another picture of our angel from this angle over here.
She is clearly more emotionally developed than her peers.
What indeed?
Honey, look at mommy.
Don't put honey on your brother.
Smile for mommy, smile for mother.
I think she blinked.
We'll take another.
Have you seen his school report? You got a C on his report.
What?
We'll have to change his school. His teacher's clearly falling short.
He's just a life
So hilarious.
and insightful.
Might she be a little brighter than her class?
Oh, yes, he's definitely advanced.
Take another
My mommy says I'm a miracle. One look at my face and it's plain to see. Ever since the day drop the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no peer for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a miracle. That I'm as tiny and as shiny as a miracle. You can be all cynical, but it's the truth of miracle. There's never been a miracle as miracle as miracle as.
My mummy says I'm a lousy little worm. My daddy says I'm a ball. My mummy says I'm a jumped up little germ, that kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart mouth girl like me. Mum says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV.
Yes, sir. 155 brand new luxury cars.
Harry!
Hang on.
Look at this. She's reading a book. That's not normal for a 5-year-old. I think she might be an idiot.
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories, Harry. It's not normal for a girl to be all thinking.
I'll call you right back. I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life, and I have to listen to this.
What about me? I've got a whole house to look after. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know. I'm off to bleach my roots, and I shan't be talking to you for the rest of the evening.
But I'm gonna make us rich.
How rich?
Very rich. Russian businessman. Very, very stupid. Your genius husband is gonna take 155 old bangers and sell them as brand new luxury cars.
But that's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Russians?
Fair? Listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair doesn't get you anywhere, you thick-headed twit brain. All I can say is, thank heavens Michael inherited his old man's brains. Son?
Michael.
Well, I shall spend the money when you earn it, but I shan't enjoy it because of the despicable way in which you have spoken to me tonight.
This is all your fault with your stupid books and your stupid reading.
That's not right.
You're off to school in a few days, and I know your new headmistress, Agatha Trunchbull. I told her all about you. Scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics for the hammer throwing. Imagine what she's gonna do to a little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Now off to bed, you little bookworm.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. We're told we have to do, we're told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. And even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. But nobody else is gonna put it right for me. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. Sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Platinum blonde hair dye, extra strong. Keep out of reach of children. Oil of violets hair tonic, for men. Yep.
Business, son. A man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means a good brain.
Your hair, it's green.
My hair? It's green!
Why on earth would you do that?
Maybe use some of Mummy's peroxide by mistake.
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man.
My hair, my lovely hair! The Russians, I've got the deal today. What am I gonna do?
I know what you could do.
What?
You could pretend you're an elf.
What are you talking about? The boy's a loony.
Mum, would you like to hear a story?
Don't be disgusting. The sooner you're locked up in school, the better. Matilda! What a pleasure it is to see you here at the library again.
Yes, well, my mom wanted me to stay at home with her, but I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
Your parents must be so proud to have a girl as clever as you. And you tell them stories like you tell me. Oh, I do love your stories, Matilda. That's a hint, by the way.
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist and an acrobat, fell in love and got married.
They performed the most incredible feats together, and people would come from miles around. Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts, but not just to see their skills, also to see their love for one another.
Which was so deep, it was said cats would purr as they passed, and dogs would weep with joy.
They moved into a beautiful old house, and although they loved each other, they were sad. We have everything, but the one thing, we do not have a child.
Their sadness overwhelmed them, and their work was the only place they could go to escape the tragedy of their lives. So they decided to perform the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is called
The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair Cyberman locked in the cage, and it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man.
It is our destiny.
Well, what happens?
I don't know yet. Bye, Miss Phelps. I'll see you tomorrow.
After your first day of school.
My mommy says I'm a miracle. My daddy says I'm a special little guy. I am a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel.
Why? Did you hear what we said?
Just you wait for phys ed. What's phys ed? Physical education.
The Trunchbull speciality.
My mom says I'm a miracle. My daddy said I would be the teacher's pet.
School is really fun, according to my mom. Dad said I learned the alphabet. So you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or princess? You will soon see there's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. 'Cause your life
is Miss Honey, and today is a very special day. Your first day at school. Now, can anyone read this?
Oh, me, miss, me.
Very well, Nigel. Yes, well, I think we'd better leave it there, Nigel. We don't want you to burst a blood vessel on your first day. Lavender?
Is the first word tomato?
No. But tomato is a very good word. Yes. Matilda?
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words.
Well, I needed to learn to read words so I could read sentences, because a sentence is basically just a big bunch of words. And if you can't read sentences, you have no chance with books.
And have you read a whole book yourself?
More than one. I love books. Last week I read quite a few.
A few? What books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, The Lord of the Rings, Crime and Punishment, and Cat in the Hat.
Don't be pathetic. You can do this.
Enter. Well, don't just stand there like a wet tissue. Get on with it.
Miss Trunchbull, there's in my class, there's a little girl called Matilda Wormwood.
Daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, owner of Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for the brat, though. Says she's a real wart.
Oh, no, headmistress. I don't think Matilda's that kind of child at all.
Miss Honey, what is the school motto?
Bambinatum est magitum.
Babinatum est magitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been her who put that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have her for that. Thank you for suggesting it.
But I didn't. Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense!
It is my opinion that this little girl should be placed with the 11-year-olds.
We cannot just place her in with the 11-year-olds. What kind of a society would that be? What about the rules, honey? Rules!
I believe Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception? To the rules? In my school? Look, these trophies, see how my trophies gleam. In the sunlight, see how they shine. What do you think it took to become English hammer-throwing champion 1969? Do you think in that moment, when my big moment came, that I treated the rules with casual disdain? No, 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 no! If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children. 2, 3, 4. If you want to throw the hammer for your army, let's do this. Have to stay inside the circle all the time. Circle and if you want to teach success, you don't use sympathy or tenderness. You have to force the little squint to toe the line. Sing, Jenny.
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time.
I apply just one simple rule to hammer-throwing life at school. Life's a ball, so learn to throw it. Find the valley line and tow it. And always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out.
Well, I must tell you, headmistress, it is my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
stupid, nasty question-asking Russians.
Oh, don't tell me you're not rich.
They took one look at the mileage on the first car and said that these cars were naked. I told them the mileage was so high because of a manufacturing mistake.
So you lied?
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you.
Of course they didn't believe me. I've got green hair.
I've got hair.
And what's this, another flaming book? What's wrong with the telly?
No, it's a lovely book. Honest, you should read it. I'm sure you'd...
Here's what I think you're lovely.
No, what are you doing? Stop it! That's not funny. I have to return that as a library book. Stop it! That's not funny. Stop! No! No, stop!
You share little rat. Ow! I'm late for my dance lessons with your dog.
Do we have any super glue?
In the drawer. And while you're at it, why don't you stick your stupid book to your stupid head?
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. And even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right.
I've got my eye on you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Matilda, do all those brains in your head just give you a headache? I mean, it's got to hurt. With all those brains just squished in there.
No, it's fine. I think they just fit.
Well, I'd better hang around, just in case they start to squeeze out your ears. I'm Lavender, and I think it's probably for the best if we're best friends.
Hide me. Somebody put a whole can of Chokey in Trunchbull's chair. Someone told her I did it, and now she's after me.
That's not right.
Once Trunchbull decides you're guilty, you're squished.
They say they're gonna put me in Chokey.
What's Chokey?
They say it's a covered office that she throws children into, lined with nails and spikes and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you are sent if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you stood. When the hinges creak and the door is closed, you cannot see squat, not the end of your nose. And when you scream, you don't know if the sound came out with the scream in your head, if it reached your mouth.
All right, when did this happen?
20 minutes ago. Why?
She's coming. You better hide. Quick, blazers.
Please don't hurry, Matilda. She'll...
Now.
Where is the maggot known as Nigel?
He's over there, under those coats. Where he's been for the past hour, actually.
What? An hour?
Oh, yes. Nigel suffers from a rare but chronic sleeping disorder called narcolepsy. The sufferer falls asleep, often without any warning. We put him under those coats for safety, didn't we? Didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
When he wakes up, he'll probably think he's in bed.
Is it time for school yet, Mom? Where am I? This isn't my bed at all. Oh, hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Thrip.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
What have I told you about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails.
But my mummy says they make me look pretty.
Then your mother is a twit. What is your name?
Matilda Wormwood.
Well, Wormwood, you have just made a very big mistake.
Just so you all know, she's my best friend.
Yes, sir. Completely different cause. Green hair? Oh, it's, National Green Hair Day. A celebration of all the wonderful things green. Like, lettuce and, snot. Try out one? Absolutely. Bye-bye. Now that is how you do. That is how you. That is. I'm gonna leave this on. It looks like rain, you know? Yeah?
Right, so
Work it, girl!
yes. Who is it?
Oh, yes, hello. My name is Miss Honey, Matilda's teacher.
Bit busy right now.
It will only take a moment.
Oh well, come in if you must. This is Rodolfo. He's my dance partner. We're rehearsing.
Ciao!
Ah, Parli Italiano. Viene.
What? Who is this, babes? No interruptions due to my energy flow.
What do you want, Miss Chutney?
It's Miss Honey. Well, as you know, Matilda's in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read.
Well, stop her reading then. Lord knows we've tried.
I'm in the zone, doll. I can feel it in my hips. Don't waste this.
I'm not in favour of girls getting on clever pants, Miss Hussey. Looks are more important than books. Now, look at you. Now, look at me. You chose books. I chose looks.
I beg your pardon?
Babes, I'm on fire here! Please!
But Matilda can calculate complicated figures in her head in an instant.
Calculate this.
Oh, fantastico!
Her mind is incredible. With a little help from us, she could...
Mind? Her mind? You really don't know anything, do you? Somewhere along the way, my dear, you've made an awful error. You oughtn't blame yourself now. Come along. You seem to think that people are clever. It's very quaint, it's very sweet, but wrong. People don't like smarty pants, but go around claiming claiming that they know stuff we don't know. Now here's a tip. What you know matters less than the volume of which what you don't know's expressed. Content has never been less important. So you have got to be loud. Girl, you gotta learn to stand out and stick out from the crowd. A little less flat, a lot more heel. A little less fact, a lot more feel. A little less brains, a lot more hair. A little less head, a lot more derriere. No one's gonna tell you when to shake your tush. Well, you gotta like to hide it under a bushel. No one's gonna listen if you don't stand out. No one's gonna listen if you don't shout. No one's gonna care if you don't care. So go and put some highlights in your hair, 'cause you gotta highlight what you got. And what do you got? You gotta be loud. You gotta give yourself permission to shine and stand out from the crowd. You don't need a makeover. You gotta be loud, 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 loud. You gotta be loud.
Stop being pathetic, Jenny. Just get on your feet, Jenny. You are going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you'll just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be if I let this little girl fall? I can't see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she's found me, pathetic little me, and another door closes, and Jenny's outside.
And so, the great day arrived. Everything was arranged by the acrobat sister, a frightening woman who used to be an Olympic-class hammer thrower and who loved nothing better than to scare the children of the town. Suddenly, out came the escapologist.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair over sharks and spiky objects, caught by the man, locked in a cage, has been cancelled.
No.
Cancelled because my wife is pregnant.
So it does have a happy ending.
No. Just then, the acrobat sister stepped forward and produced a contract.
Have paid for the posters, the publicity, the catering, the toilet facilities. Where is my profit? A contract is a contract. You will perform on this day or off to jail you both shall go.
No. What happens next?
I don't know yet. I'll see you tomorrow.
Matilda, starting tomorrow, I shall bring a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may sit and read them while I teach the others, and if you have any questions, well, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Matilda, why, that is the biggest hug in the world. You're going to hug all the air out of me.
Matilda Wormwood, where is...
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
Aha! So you admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This morning, this foul carbuncle sneaked like a serpent into the kitchen and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not!
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up for the little spitball, are you? Well, let me tell you, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty!
Okay, look, I stole the cake. And honestly, I was really, definitely, sort of, almost thinking about owning up, maybe? But I was having a lot of trouble with my belly. The Trunchbull's cake was so good that I'd scoffed it down too quick, and now it was beginning to fight back. See?
I didn't do anything!
You are a crook and a thief, and I shall crush you!
A huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth and drifted full into the face of the Trunchbull.
Bruce Bogtrotter,
Yes, miss?
you liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull, and I'm very sorry, but...
Oh, no, Bogtrotter. As long as you enjoyed the cake, that's the main thing.
Is it?
Yes, Bogtrotter, it is.
Oh. Well, I did.
Wonderful. Marvelous. That makes me so happy it gives me a warm glow in my lower intestine. Oh, cook! What's the matter, Bogtrotter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, I'm full.
I will tell you when you are full, and I say that criminals like you aren't full until they have eaten the entire cake. But no buts. Eat.
Headmistress, he'll be sick.
He should have thought of that before he decided to steal my cake. Eat. He can't. Eat. He might explode. Eat.
A single slice, or even two, Bruce, might have been nice. But even you, Bruce, have to admit, between you and it, there's not a lot of difference in size.
He can't.
He surely can't. He might explode. He's quite elastic. He's going to blow. Make him stop. He's fantastic. Look at him go.
I can't watch Bruce.
Will never again be subject to abuse. For your immense caboose, she'll call a truce. Bruce, we never saw you have had to leave the news. We never thought it was possible. But here it is coming true. We can have our cake and eat it too. The time has come to put that tumbling down to use. No excuse, Bruce. Let out your mouth, I think you'll want your trousers loose. Oh, stop it in, you're almost finished. You're fit to give whatever you do, just don't give in. Don't let her win. Come on, Bruce, be our hero. Cover yourself with chocolate glory.
Go on, Brucey. Yes, yes! Sorry, Miss Trunchbull. I got carried away.
Oh, that's all right, Jenny. We all get carried away sometimes. Even me. Well done, Bogtrotter. Good show. Well, come along, Bogtrotter.
What? Where?
Oh, did I not mention? That was the first part of your punishment. There's more. The second part. And the second part is Chokey!
No, Miss Trunchbull, please, you can't.
Did you think I would allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? Did you? Who do you think I am? An idiot? A weakling? You?
No, Miss Trunchbull, please, not Chokey, anything but that. No! That's not fair!
Matilda, thank God you're here. I've been dying to hear the next part of the story. I haven't slept a wink.
Miss Phelps, where is the revenge section?
What? Is there a child at school who's behaving like a bully?
Not a child, exactly. Would you like to hear the next part of the story?
What are we waiting for?
As they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat they had ever performed, the acrobat gave her husband a kiss.
Smile, we've done this 1,000 times.
First, I escape the cage, lean out, catch you with one hand, grab the fire extinguisher with the other, put up the flames on your specially designed dress before they reach the dynamite and blow off your head.
Sorry. Go on.
The trick started well. The moment the dress was set alight, the acrobat swung through the air. She hurled over the sharks and spiky objects. Suddenly, the padlocks pinged open and the huge chains fell away. The door flung open and the escapologist reached out to catch his wife and the child.
Oh, I can't look.
He grabbed her hand and suddenly the flames were covered in foam before they could both be blown to pieces.
Hooray! So it does have a happy ending.
No.
No.
No. The escapologist used a tad too much film, and suddenly the hands became slippy, and she fell.
Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body, except the ones on the ends of her little fingers. She survived long enough to have the child.
Love our daughter with all your heart. She's all we ever wanted.
And then she died. And then things got worse.
Worse. I know, Matilda, things can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did. Because the escapologist was so kind, he never blamed the evil aunt for what had happened. In fact, he asked her to move in to help look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, beating her if she ever did anything wrong. But always in secret, so the escapologist never suspected a thing.
Let's call the police.
Miss Phelps, it's just a story.
What? Oh, yes, of course. I best go.
When I grow up, I will be tall enough to reach the branches that I need to reach to climb the trees you get to climb when you're grown up.
And when I grow up, I will be smart enough to answer all the questions that you need to know the answers to before you're grown up.
I will be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be a grown-up. When I grow
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change.
When I grow
Just because I find myself in this story doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If I think the ending is fixed already, I might as well be saying I think that it's okay. And that's not right.
Everyone, gather around. I want my family to share in my triumph. Not you, boy.
I'm a girl.
155 old bangers on my hands. How could I possibly make the mileage go back? I couldn't very well drive each car backwards now, could I?
Backwards?
When suddenly, I had the most genius idea in the world. I grabbed my drill, and using my incredible mind, I attached the drill to the speedometer of the first car, turned the car on, and whacked it into reverse.
Backwards?
Exactly. Within a few minutes, the mileage had reduced to practically nothing.
Backwards.
10 minutes later, the Russians showed up with their expensive suits and dark glasses.
Russians? An tunnel. I saw on a program last night.
That was a program about badgers.
Same thing. And did it work? Oh, fantastico! Now I'll be able to afford Rodolfo all day long.
But they've trusted you, and you've cheated them.
What have we done to deserve a child like you?
You know what I'm gonna do tomorrow? I'm gonna go down to that school and tell them you're never to be let in again!
What? No!
And if she does, I'll have a fight! And you'll never be able to read a stinking book as long as you shall live, young man!
I'm a girl.
Now go to your room, you nasty little creep!
Backwards.
The escapologist's daughter suffered in silence, never saying a single thing about the evil aunt's bullying. This only encouraged the woman to greater cruelties, until one day she exploded.
You are a useless, filthy, nasty little creep!
The aunt beat her and threw her into a dank, dark, dusty cellar, locked the door, and went out.
Have I been so wrapped up in my grief for my wife that I've forgotten the one thing that matters most to us? I love you so much. I shall spend the rest of my life making it up to you.
But when the little girl fell asleep, the escapologist's thoughts turned on the evil aunt.
Bullying children is a game, isn't it? Then let us see what the wrath of a grown man stands before her.
But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father.
What
are you doing with those books, woman?
They're for Matilda.
Not on my watch. There is an age for reading and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads, aren't you, Bog Trotter?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. Only Bog Trotter is now a good toad.
Sit. Miss Honey, you believe in kindness and fluffiness and books and stories. That is not teaching. To teach the child, we must first break the child. Quiet, you maggots.
But no one was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, when I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where is my jug of water?
I'll get it, Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look at you, flabby, disgusting, revolting, I say. I think it's time we toughened you all up with a little phys ed. This school of late has started reeking. Quiet, maggots, when I'm speaking. Reeking with a most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it oh too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's the bouquet of dissent. The smell of rebellion comes out in the sweat, and phys ed will get you sweating. And it won't be long before I smell the pong of aiding and abetting. A bit of phys ed will tell us who has a head full of rebellious thoughts. Hold, just like a rotten egg floats to the top of a bucket of water. A whiff of insurgents, the stench of intent, the reek of free pubescent protest, the funk of defiance, the odor of the waft of anarchy in progress. Once we've exorcised these demons, they shall be pooped for scheming. Some double-time discipline should stop the rot from setting in. All right, let's step it up. Double time, 1, 2, 3, 4. Discipline for children who aren't listening. Now, miss, I need a teach you that's an issue we can fix. There is no mystery to mastering the art of classroom mistressing. It's discipline. The smell of rebellion, the stench of revolt, a reek of prepubescent plotting, a whiff of resistance, the pong of dissent, the funk of moral fiber rotting. Let's bring this odor home. Till you are squashed, till this rebellion is quashed. No glorious, sweaty discipline has washed this sickening stench away.
Look what I found! A newt. I'm gonna put it in the Trunchbull's.
Quiet!
I don't think this is teaching at all. I think it's just cruelty.
That is because you, Miss Honey, are pathetic. You are weak. In fact, you are a sniveling little newt! You!
What? No, not me, I didn't.
Cockroach! You did this, you vile, repulsive, malicious little sinner!
Oh, no, stop!
Leave him alone, you big fat bully! How dare you You are not fit to be in this school. You ought to be in prison, in the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you wheeled out, strapped to a trolley with your muzzle over your mouth. I shall.
Have you ever wondered, will I have about how when I say red, for example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red? I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I'm not just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind unbidden, these stories delivered to me fully written. And now everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, and the noise in my head is incredibly loud. I just wish they'd stop. My dad and my mum and the telly and the stories would stop for just once. And I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right, but the noise becomes anger and the anger is light. And the burning inside me, it usually fades, but it isn't today. And the heat and the shouting, my heart is pounding, my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. Like silent, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet, like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. And though the people around me, their mouths are still moving, the words they are forming cannot reach me anymore. And it is quiet, and I am warm, like I've sailed into the eye of the storm. Go on, tip, tip over, tip, tip over. Tip, just tip already. Tip, go on, just tip.
And I tell you, there is nothing I shall not do, no length to which I shall not go, no punishment I shall not. What is it? What is it? The nose! It's heading north! I'm not alone in my
Well, that was interesting. I think we better all go home while we still can. Matilda?
Watch. Tip. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
Would you fancy a nice cup of tea?
What do you think it is, the thing with my eyes?
I can't pretend that I know, Matilda, but I don't believe we should be afraid of it. I think it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in my head for all my brains, so they'll squish out through my ears?
Well, not exactly, but yes, something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She is unusual. What about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh, yes. He's always saying, Matilda, I am so proud to have a daughter as... That's not true, Miss Honey. He calls me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
I see. Here we are. Home sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes, I am, very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
Well, they don't actually, but I'm even poorer than most because of other reasons. I used to live with my aunt, but one day I was out walking and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it, so I ran to the farm and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed, and I've lived here ever since.
But Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. You see, my father died when I was young. Magnus was his name, and he was very kind. But when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel like you can hardly imagine, and when I got my job as a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years, and she made me sign a contract to pay her back every penny. She even produced a document that said my father had given her his entire house.
Do you think he'd just do that? Just give her his house?
I find it hard to believe. Just like I cannot believe that he would have killed himself, which is what she said happened.
You think she did him in, don't you, Miss Honey?
I cannot say. All I know is that years of being bullied by that woman has made me, well, pathetic. I was trapped.
Let's go to the police.
What? We can't. We have no evidence. Besides, my aunt is a much respected...
Who is she?
I can't say.
Who is she?
Matilda, I can't.
Who is she?
It's Miss...
Miss Trunchbull.
Yes.
This class is going to have a very special spelling test. Any child who gets one single answer wrong shall go to Chokey. What are you looking at?
You. Spell... Oh, no, let me see. Spell newt.
Newt. N-E-W-T. Newt.
What?
Miss Honey's told us. She's very good at teaching.
Nonsense! You, get up, turn around and spell the one thing you all are. Revolting.
Revolting. R-E-V-O-L-T-I-N-G. Revolting.
You're cheating.
I've taught them, that's all, with kindness and patience and respect.
How dare you bring those words into my classroom, madam? You know nothing of teaching, and I shall prove it. You, get up and spell Amchilocamanile Sept Recallus Tomosis.
But that's not a word. You just made it up.
Spell or go to Chokey, and I shall warn you, it has silent letters. Dear. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear.
Okay?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was a silent Z. You're going to Chokey.
Dog. D-O. Oops. Cat. C-A. Miss, to put me in Chokey too.
What?
Dog. D-Y-P. Dog. And me.
Table. X-A-B-F-Y. And me.
What are you doing? What's going on? Stop this!
You can't put this all in Chokey. Banana. G-T-A-A-B-L. Bully. P
think I hadn't thought of this. I have chokies for each and every one of you.
Look, there's writing on the chalkboard.
Agatha. This is Magnus.
No, it can't be.
Give my Jenny back her house. Then leave. Or I will get you. Like you got me. Run! 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 Run!
Whoa! Never again will she get the best of me. Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we
Fought for the right to be an little bit naughty. Never again.
with a choky ghost stand.
Never again.
Will our people lead on?
Never again.
Will I doubt it when
My mommy says I'm a miracle. Never again. Never again will we live behind bars. Never again will we know we are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting sun. And we'll have the Trunchbull bolting. We're revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting sun. And we'll have the Trunchbull bolting. We're revolting. We'll become a screaming roar. Take out your hockey stick and use it as a sword.
never again will we be ignored. We'll know the choky stand. It's what were the pictures on the board.
It's no insult, we're revolting. We can SBL how we like. If enough of us are wrong, wrong is right. Everyone NORTY. 'Cause we're a little bit naughty, so we've got to stay inside the line. If we disobey at the same time, there is nothing that the Trunchbull can do.
We can take her hammer and let's say
You didn't think you could push us too far. We were never meant now we are REVOLTIN.
revolting time.
USING. USING. Will we REVOLTING. It is too well late for you. We are revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs using revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting sun. And it's too well late for you. We are revolting.
A few days later, I received a letter. It said my parents' will had turned up and that I was now the owner of the beautiful old house, which had been owned by my evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull.
Who was never seen again. The Chokies were immediately destroyed, and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey. And it was most often said that it was the best school in all the land.
Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. She said it was because she no longer had a need for superpowers, but she was still stuck with parents who were cruel and called her names.
can't stand there gulping. We're going to Spain forever. Come on.
Spain, but why? Because this twit brain sold 155 old bangers to the Russian mafia.
I think I hear them. They're behind.
What if they damage my legs? My beautiful legs!
Where is your father?
I don't know.
The wormwood is a stupid man, and being stupid assumed I was stupid too. And that was very, very stupid and rude thing to do.
I'm afraid my father is quite rude and very, very stupid.
You seem smart. Sadly, in my line of business, I don't often get to meet smart people like you. Most people I deal with, their thinking is all backwards.
Backwards?
No.
I can have one of my friends teach your father a lesson. And one day when he leave hospital, he will still be stupid, but not so rude. What do you say?
That is a very tempting offer, but I think I have had enough of revenge.
Your father is very, very lucky to have you as his daughter.
Quick! Let's get out of here before they change their minds!
Wait! Let Matilda stay here with me.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take Matilda. I would look after her with love and respect, and I'd pay for everything.
You want to look after our daughter.
Dad, you call me your daughter.
Do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, I do.
And you want to look after her?
I do.
Oh, very well, we're short of room. Let's go. Come on, we'll just get another one. We'll adopt another one. Come on.
And Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms,
And hugged her.
and Miss Honey hugged her back as the Wormwoods
I'm Rudolpho.
as the Wormwoods and Rodolfo sped away into the distance because they had found each other.
Yes, they had found each other.